Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of IFO Nightly Show. Today we have a very special episode on the topic of workability, and I've brought to you a very lovely guest. Her name is Hương, and I'm going to let her introduce herself. Chị Hương, would you like to introduce yourself to our audiences?
Thank you, Tâm. Hello everyone, the audience of IFO Staying at Home. I'm Đào Thu Hương. Now I'm working for UNDP as a Disability Rights Officer. I have been working here for 2.5 years.
I must imagine the UNDP is a very competitive environment to be able to get into. How did you work your way into becoming an employee and a person of such an important position in the UNDP?
Yes, it is. But actually, when I applied for this position, I was not aware it is really a competitive process. Maybe at that time I didn't put much pressure on myself. At first I applied for another position abroad, but I failed. And when I got the announcement of this position, I thought, oh, maybe another door is open to me. So I just tried again and didn't think that I could make it. But I put all my heart, my passion of working to support persons with disabilities in my applications.
That sounds really, really empowering and also very inspiring, because I also believe what we may deem as failure at one point may actually be a blessing in disguise, and it may open various doors to our future. And I am very curious about your position as a woman in the Department of Disability Rights Office of the UNDP. So can you tell us a little bit more about your work here in the office?
This is a really disability-friendly environment. You know, I'm working in the Governance and Participation Unit of UNDP, and my portfolio is among some other portfolios under our unit. Physically, Green One UN House is really an accessible building for persons with disabilities. Many events hosted by people with disabilities are organized here, because we have all the accessible facilities like ramps, lifts, voice guide in the lift, and braille signage, the emergency system with the light and sound announcement, so that everyone feel that this is really their home, a comfortable environment to work.
I'm also aware that the UNDP has a lot of community outreach program, and considering the very tumultuous time that we're going through with COVID and the lockdown and everything, I'm aware that there is a program that helps facilitate disabled workers after the COVID pandemic. Can you tell us a little bit about that project?
So it was really an exciting project in our portfolio. In April 2020, when it was the first wave of COVID-19 in Vietnam, we conducted a rapid assessment to evaluate how persons with disabilities were impacted by COVID-19. And we found out the challenges that persons with disabilities were facing, mostly in two areas: the healthcare and employment. Regarding the healthcare, we designed a project to work with the piloting hospital, district hospital in Hòa Bình province. So we know that from the rapid assessment, persons with disabilities had difficult time finding the rehabilitation services during COVID-19 and other basic health care. And COVID also gave us an opportunity to raise awareness for the community of the barriers that persons with disabilities are facing. So, working with that hospital, we provided them with the rehabilitation equipment and also built some more ramps and repaired the restroom to be accessible for the wheelchair users.